Hello. What I want to talk about here is this very specific tip that I found. I've had this Boss BR1600 CD for a few years now, and I think it's a fantastic little unit. And obviously, there's more and more that you discover about it and with it. One thing that's not in the manual, and that I figured out for myself originally, is how would you do a headphone mix, which is separate from the recording mix, or at least how can you record something. For example, if you in your headphone mix or your monitor mix, if you want to have less or more or even none of something that you're recording at the same time in multi-track mode. This is a very specific tip to the BR1600. So basically, I've got two inputs here. I've got my guitar set up in input 1. This is in multi-track mode over here. Got my guitar set up in input 1. Now you're just hearing it off the camera microphone, so off my monitors. But so my guitar is going into input 1, and a little microphone, a tie clip microphone that I've got here, is going into input 2. So this is the tie clip microphone that's on my guitar strap. So normally, you can see from the input levels there, maybe you can see that, I don't know. Basically, what's happening is your monitor mix is the same as in other words, recording the signals, but the monitor mix you can't adjust. You certainly can't use the phasers at this stage. They don't do anything. I think it'd be really useful if they did. Maybe Roland could, or Boss as in this case, could come up with maybe the faders in this mode could be the monitor mix, but that's not what happens. The faders are only used in playback mode or bounce mode, really. So it means that if you've got something that you just want to record but you don't want to hear in your monitor mix, you can't do it. Or so you would think, but actually you can. And the way to do it. So if we record this at the moment, if I start recording, we're going to hear, and I'm going to start talking to my microphone at the same time like this. So let's start recording now. So hello, this is my microphone, and hello, this is my guitar. Okay. I'm going to let you just listen back to that. Recording now. So hello, this is my microphone. Hello, this is my guitar. Okay. So basically, what happened there was we got the same thing recorded as we got to our monitor mix. If we want to drop one of them out, one of the inputs out in multi-track mode, what we do, there's two things you have to know. There's a level calibration button, which you probably hardly ever use, to be honest. I'm just going to move this here to show you. There's a level calibration button here. And press that, and the screen changes. And I don't know if you can see that. I'll zoom in on it a bit more. And basically what you do is you select manual mode, which is this one, and you can mute or alter any of the inputs. So this is muted. And now I'm speaking right into my microphone, but it doesn't come out to the monitors. If I turn it back on again, speaking right into my microphone, it's coming out to the monitors. And we can also, as well as just muting it, we can turn it down, or we can actually make a mix of all these inputs for a monitor, for level calibration. The thing is, I'm not sure exactly what the point of level calibration is. It's something that I never use, because I just calibrate. What I normally do is make sure that these things don't peak here. Sorry, these levels here don't peak at the inputs, the hardware stage, and then I mix it later, and there's never a problem. I'm not sure what level calibration can do, if you know the trick, is it can make you a monitor mix. At the moment, if I was to mute that input, and now it's muted, it won't record it either. It won't, so that's kind of, you think, well, that's kind of pointless, isn't it? However, if I go to my effects over here, I don't have to have them on, I don't have to use the effects. If I switch them, I can switch them back off. But when you go back to the main screen, there's a thing called location. And you can set that to record. You see, at the moment it says record input 128 normal. That means it's going to have the effects and the level calibration normal in line. However, what I can do is just say record dry, and if I don't really want to use the effects, which I don't, I don't tend to use the effects on this most of the time, except maybe during mixdown, then I can change it to input 128 record dry rather than normal. The other option is to record them to the tracks, to use the effects on the tracks directly, but we're not doing that. So record dry here. Select that, enter. No. And then what happens? Let's over record what we've already done. Just get rid of it and start again. So my microphone now is not produced. I'm speaking right into it and there's no monitor output. And record. This is my microphone. I'm speaking right into it. There's no monitor output. This is my guitar. There is monitor output because that's the way I wanted the mix. If we go back, we zero. We press play. This is my microphone. I'm speaking right into it. There's no monitor output. This is my guitar. So you can hear the microphone has been recorded. It just didn't come out. Excuse me, in the monitor input. So hopefully that's a useful little tip for anyone who needs to set up a separate monitor mix, for example, for maybe a drummer or something like that. And thanks for listening.